And as I look out the window, I see the sun start to climb. Early morning.
He told me I could have it all, but not direct. I mean, he told me from afar. And as he opened up the doors to 100,000 R's, it was loud enough to send my inhibitions through the floor. Intuition getting drawn like a deer was by the wall. And all I wanted was a shade, a hue of a sort I could sort to replace all the hues of the halls and the walls where I stays. Attentive as I should be, but the thought of it shook me, cause my diligence puts me where God overlooked me. So he came up and took me where no one ever put me, and put a bag of pieces in my hand and it hooked me. And if someone mistook me for being from extreme, then I'd be overzealous of the jealousy received. And seeing my desires transpire from my dreams is as sweet as the hopes that my mama sung to me. Like fuck, I used to dream, but now I'm more sleepless. And I double my age by erasing all the dreaming. And my innocence fades into black Michael Lee shit. Behind my transition to the kitchen came seamless. Stamps for the fly out, culinary sequence. Sean Combs 9-4, hands in the remix. Prayers to the highest and send them up the most. Feeding you your diet and burying my lows. He said I'd have it all, and my innocent ambition. Less singing and more getting, less dreaming and more living. Early mornings, same difference, right? And my innocent ambition. Less singing and more getting, less dreaming and more living. Early mornings, same difference, right? He said I couldn't have a thing. I mean, aside from what my mama usually sing, and the song is being sung is sitting high enough to ring to the ears of who forgot us. He said it should be obvious. His hand was on his 40, his title on his collar. He looked about 40, 27 my scholar. He said why even bother? I wonder what he means. Then looked back at his 40 and proceeded to agree. My agreement was for me to prove him wrong. Then I started to hear the harmonies of all the songs he mentioned to me before, and not before long. I was less about proving he already foregone. Assuming them is wrong was more wrong on me, right? Cameras turned on with no room for rewrites. I mean, what could I rewrite that isn't just hopeful? It's better to leave it and believe he at least knows you. He said, look, I can show you. Threw me on his Impala, the 40 to my fitted. No one around bothered, like who's supposed to bother? He said, look at these doors. Another couple years and none of these shits will be yours. A change gonna come, right? Y'all said it yourselves, so y'all can blame each other for the changes that prevailed. I put away my youth and I heard somebody call. It sounded like a sweeter version of my mama's song, and he said I'd have it all. And my innocent ambition. Less singing and more getting, less dreaming and more living. Early mornings, same difference, right? And my innocent ambition. Less singing and more getting, less dreaming and more living. Early mornings, same difference, right?